When it comes to buying a new car, savings is key. Buy right the first time, you'll save more in the long run. Toyota proudly presents Toyota Care, featuring a complimentary maintenance plan offered on all new vehicles. When you have Toyota Care, you also have 24-hour roadside assistance with services like flat tire changes, lockout protection, and jump starts. Drive with peace of mind, knowing your maintenance plan covers oil changes, tire rotation, and more. With Toyota Care, you never drive alone. See your local dealer for details. Toyota, moving forward.
Welcome back to the show. It need to be said, RG3 is the real deal. Now, do not expect for him to do this each and every game. He is a rookie. But at the same time, over what we've played with the last few years, it's a super improvement.
I'm not so sure, though. I mean, he may, as a rookie. The rookies are the real deal, and they do it every game. They don't really miss a beat.
Tony, the thing about him is that he does so many things with his feet, strong arm. He brings a new element to that position this year.
Well, let me ask you this. You say a new element, but let's talk about the wide receivers. It seems as though the young guys, I mean, you got some guys, Robinson and Morgan, guys that's really doing well.
Pierre Garçon is a stud.
Yes, he is. Well, we knew when they went and got him from Indianapolis, he was becoming a stud there.
You know, only a little over 6 feet, but they say he plays as a big man, and he plays very strong, and he's very aggressive. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, statistically, that was the first slant that went for a touchdown in Mike Shanahan's history with the Washington Redskins.
Gary, do you like the versatility of this team, this offense? I mean, you look at the guy like Niles Paul. He came in as a wide receiver. Now he's a tight end. They seem to have interchangeable parts.
You got to like it. I think by having a quarterback that is so diverse and able to do so many different things, it allows you to have fun with the offense, and that's what they're doing. They're having fun with the offense, and having a receiver able to play tight end is always a good thing.
Roy Lou Jr., making plays, run the ball well, catch well. I mean, is he the answer?
Well, let's just say that.
Whether or not, we got to talk about the starter too now.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, let's go to the starter, because Albert Morris came in. Nobody knew anything about him. He thought that he was going to be the backup, and he ended up excelling into the starting position, even knocking out Hightower. But this guy is strong. He can see the field, and they've got 3 great backs with Alou and Royster, but Morris is the real deal, Tony. I mean, he adds a new element to that backfield.
Was anybody surprised at the offensive line? I think they did well.
You know, last year, Tyler Columbus, when Brown was out, he got 4 or 5 starts toward the end of last year. I thought he was very solid last year. I thought, other than Chester, he might have been, with Williams out, he might have been your most valuable offensive lineman. I love this guy at right tackle. Didn't give up a sack on Sunday. I mean, he's a big dude, and I'm telling you, he came at the right price.
But it also seemed like the line had came together by the end of last year.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, it seemed like they just carrying on from last year unto this year, because they played good at the end of last year.
But then during the preseason training camp and everything, most of them were hurt.
Yeah.
So that's why I was surprised that they did so well. And then Corey Lichtensteiner, out last year with the knee, back end, did well, even though he had 2 holding calls on him. But overall, they blocked well, run block and the pass block. And RG3 still created a lot of things on its own.
Can I ask you all a question? Apparently, when Trent Williams was sitting out, he decided to rededicate himself to the game and worked extra hard. And you were out there for all the practices before the season started. Are you seeing a new Trent Williams out there? I'm
glad to hear that, but at the same time, when you're getting paid the type of money he's being paid, and he's a #1 draft choice and probably the best offensive lineman on the team, he shouldn't have to rededicate himself. He should have been dedicated from the beginning. I'm glad to see that. I hope he continues to go forward, but he needs to be the leader of the offensive line.
Didn't get beat. He didn't get beat, and only 1 penalty.
Exactly.
Well, they did a good job overall offensive line.
But they're going to go 9-7, right?
Hey, but 1 game doesn't make a season.
But I see they're trying to also work Brandon Banks into the offense, and I like that. He is one of those special play people.
Well, for those little bubble screens, is he perfect for that because of his speed?
Oh, yeah, he's good, and his speed, but his agility. The key is in making somebody miss. I don't care how fast you are. If you can't make somebody miss, then you get stopped right there. You can be the fastest guy in the world, like Nehemiah, the fastest guy in the world, but if you can't make me miss, if I can't make you miss me.
How about Santana Moss in the slot now? They went maybe 2 or 3 times to him last week.
Let's put it this way.
More balls?
At the by the end of the year, Santana will be catching a lot more balls because he is still has to be a focal point of this offense.
I think it's balance on offense. When you look at the receivers coming into this year, it was a tough call because you lost some good receivers that got cut because of the depth as far as the wide receiver position.
Are you going to see Garcon getting more coverage and maybe Santana opening up more, Tony? You think?
You'll see that as they progress, as teams change their strategy. But we'll be back. We talk about offense and we let Gary feel like he know a lot because the receivers did well, but at the same time, we know who wins games. We'll be back.
Is that the defense?
Hi, everybody. You know, with Tony and Gary being removed from the game so long ago, and you know their grandkids are probably watching the game too, and you know Mike, well, don't worry about it. We don't have to put him in the equation. So yours truly have to tell you what the Redskins are going to do this season. I believe 9-7. There you have it. And also this coming weekend is my 13th annual Hoop It Up for Breast Cancer basketball tournament. Next month is Breast Cancer Awareness. We're kicking off a little early. So come on out this weekend, September the 14th through the 16th at the Lake Arbor Community Center. You can also go to our website at www.breastcancerhoops to learn more.
When it comes to buying a new car, savings is key. Buy right the first time, you'll save more in the long run. Toyota proudly presents Toyota Care, featuring a complimentary maintenance plan offered on all new vehicles. When you have Toyota Care, you also have 24-hour roadside assistance with services like flat tire changes, lockout protection, and jump starts. Drive with peace of mind, knowing your maintenance plan covers oil changes, tire rotation, and more. With Toyota Care, you never drive alone. See your local dealer for details. Toyota, moving forward.